Shaka Latif Taylor Jr. was born on March 16, 2002 in North America. Now, 20 years later, he is one of the most well-known and accomplished Rocket League players of our time. Shaka, professionally known as Arsenal, picked up Rocket League just after release, and immediately fell in love with the game. For multiple years he played it just for fun, without the intention of going pro. So it was only when he reached the Rocket League Rival Series in early 2018 that he realised this was possibly a career for him. While in the RLRS, Arsenal played under a team called the Peeps, alongside teammates Gyro and Pirates. They placed third in the 2018 RLRS season, and shortly after, Pirates left the team. In early 2019, Pirates was replaced by Arsenal's future SSG teammate, Reddles. Together this team placed second in the RLRS, causing Arsenal to be scouted and picked up by SSG. He joined a roster of Sypical and AXB, but little did he know about the amount of changes this team would see after he joined. With Arsenal as their new addition, SSG played very well throughout RLCS Season 8, qualifying for the org's first ever Rocket League World Championship. They managed to place 3rd to 4th at Worlds in Madrid, which was an incredible performance considering how fresh the roster was. Space Station then played through RLCS Season 9, expecting a similar or hopefully better result, but unfortunately did not even get to try, as in-person LAN events were shut down due to COVID, despite placing 2nd to G2 in the North American region. After this disappointment, AXB decided to leave SSG, and was promptly replaced by up-and-coming player Reddles, who came from the Pittsburgh Knights roster, and had also come up through RLRS with the Peeps. This squad of Arsenal, Reddles and Sypical stayed together for 2 years and can certainly be credited as the ones who put SSG on the map. In Season X, they won 2 regional events, the North American Fall Major and the Grid event, which was part of the Spring Split. Under this roster, this team quickly went from having a niche group of fans to being globally loved and recognised as one of the most powerful teams in Rocket League. When the RLCS X North American Championship came around, SSG pushed their way to the finals, like they had in many other events throughout the season. However, they fell at the last hurdle, losing to NRG in the grand final, a team that they had beaten in situations like this twice just this season. This no doubt put a dampener in their team, but it seemed unlikely a change would be made with how well the team had performed when accounting for the whole season. Right? No. Just after the end of the full split, Sypical, the longest standing member of the SSG team, left to play for FaZe Clan. This certainly changed the team dynamic, as Arsenal had expressed on many occasions that Sypical was his best friend. After losing a vital part of the team, they needed an incredible talent to bring the team back to where it was. So who better than the long-time ranked grinder and mechanical mastermind, Daniel? Or so everyone thought. Since this change was made, things were never quite the same for SSG. They did not win a single tournament throughout the entire RLCS 21-22 season, and their playstyle never really seemed to sort itself out. But it was the RLCS 21-22 World Championship in Dallas where the real problems were exposed for SSG. After slipping through what should have been an easy wildcard stage, SSG made it to the playoffs, just to be put to bed by Moist Esports, closely followed by Version 1. But the reason for these losses was deeper than just playing badly. Arsenal had contracted a terrible stomach virus for much of the wildcard stage, which certainly contributed to the struggle they experienced when making it to the main stage. But as well as a virus, Arsenal had a problem with one of his teammates that he decided to act upon mid-tournament.
I kind of saw the game one way, Reddles kind of saw the game another way, and we kind of like butt heads on how he wanted to play, how he wanted to scrim. It was at the point where it felt like nothing was working, and like scrims were just going horribly. We would take our mindset from scrims into tournament, and we were just all like in a really bad team environment. As a result, we as a team decided that a roster move would be best. Reddles did not find out until after.
Although Reddles was kicked, this plan heavily backfired, as it caused for the rest of their tournament performance to be terrible, due to their awkwardly quiet comms and weird team dynamic, as 2 of them waited for the impending removal of their teammate.
Get loud for me, both of you. I need both of you right now. We got this shot.
After their 9th to 12th place finish at Worlds and ungraceful removal of Reddles, it was again time for someone new to join. This time, it was another youngster named LJ, an unproven talent who can hopefully do good things for the squad in this 22-23 season. It's been a rough few years for SSG, but especially Arsenal. They have just underachieved so many times now, which can be very demoralising. Arsenal is now playing with a completely new and much younger team, and has lost both his best friends in the last year, one being to his own hand. It's difficult to see what the future holds for SSG, but like many, I hope it's bright. This has been Scuffo. Thank you for watching.